Hey everyone, what's up? My name is Chrissy. Today I'm going to show you how to do this look right here, like a blue-green, turquoise, teal kind of look. I'm just going to call it blue-green because that's easier. So yeah, I totally forgot to do this intro like while I was sitting at my desk, at my vanity, and doing my makeup. So we're doing it right now. So yeah, anyways, if you want to see how to get this look, just keep on watching. Alright, so we're super zoomed in. And I'm going to start on the eyes, of course. So I'm going to take my Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette, right here. And I'm going to start off with this shade right here. Yeah. And this shade's called Pukey. Right? Yeah, it's called Pukey. And I'm gonna take that shadow on a Morphe MB23 brush. And this will be our transition shade. I'm just gonna work that into the crease. Doing windshield wiper motions. Hair, get out of my face. Gonna do swirling motions, windshield wiper motions, all with light pressure. I'm just gonna build this color up to the intensity that I like. So next I'm going to take this shade right here. This shade is called Jada. And I'm going to take that in the crease. I'm going to take this blending brush. It's a little more tapered in, a little less fluffy than the last one we used. I'm going to put this in the crease. And I suggest that when you're working with more bold or deeper, darker colors, you want to start off with not a lot of the shadow, not a lot of product. You want to start off with a little and then really build it up. You know, then put on more color. You don't want to start off with too much because then it can be hard to take away. Alright. Okay, and then I'm just going to take a clean blending brush with no product on it. This is the Morphe E27. This is like my favorite brush to use for just like further blending out colors because it's nice and soft and fluffy. And we're just going to blend this a little more. Then I'm going to go back into that color Pukey that we first used for our transition shade. And I'm just going to add a little more. Then I'm going to go back into that shade Jada. And I'm going to add a little more. Because when we were blending out, we lost a little bit of it. So I'm just going to add a little more to brighten it up. Okay, so next I'm going to take this ColourPop shadow right here. This is from the Mar palette, but mine kind of broke, so that's why I just have the shades individual now. But this shade is called Detour. Yes. And I'm going to take that on a small fluffy brush right here. This is the Morphe E17. Just gonna take a little bit of that, and I'm gonna put that even lower in the crease. I feel like this blue and this turquoise shade that we put, the shade Jada, they just look so beautiful together, and I had a feeling they would. Oh my god, I'm in love. I love working with blues. Like, blues and pinks are my favorite eyeshadows to really work with, because they just look so pretty and they're so fun. Okay. Now I'm going to go back into the Jaclyn Hill palette and take that Jada shade and just add it once again. I'm going to take that E27 blending brush and just blend one more time. Now I'm gonna cut the crease, and I'm gonna cut the crease using the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Medium. I'm gonna take that on a flat shader brush, and the flat shader brush I'm gonna be using is the Morphe M421. I love this brush because it's like pretty stiff, you know? It's not like a flimsy flat brush. So just a little bit of concealer. You don't want to put too much concealer, just a little bit. Then I'm gonna cut the crease. And I like to cut the crease by kind of dragging the brush downward. I don't really like to just make that line first. I like to start off kind of in the mid space right here and kind of drag the shadow down, then work my way upwards. See how I'm kind of just, it's like I'm painting downwards. Since I have hooded eyes, I like to look up just for a quick sec. And that helps me to create a crease. Because if I just went like right in my crease, which is like right over here, like since I have hooded eyelids, the glitter shadow wouldn't show that much. So now, since I kind of have that line, now I'm also going to the side. But when you want to do this, you know, I even still like to do it pretty slow and take my time. I don't like to rush with it, you know. Okay, so I finished cutting the crease on both of my eyes. So now I'm going to take some NYX glitter primer, and I'm going to put that on my eyelid. So now I'm gonna take this shade from the ColourPop Mar palette. This is the best shade in the whole palette, in my opinion. This shade's gorgeous. This shade is called Gridlock. I think I'm gonna wet the shade, the little MAC Fix Plus. And I forgot to mention that I'm only putting this shade halfway. So I'm pretty much stopping like right here. So now I'm just kind of going over it just a tad. Like on the lid space, I'm just kind of going over it with my finger because I feel like when it comes to glitter shadows, you know, glitter and shimmer shadows, using your finger really is the best, and it kind of just intensifies it even more. But using a brush is good for like precision. So I say, like, you know, going with the brush first, and then if you want that extra like pop, use your finger. It really helps. Alright, so now I'm going to take this shade in the palette. This is called Pool Party. And I'm going to take another flat brush. Wet it a little. And this is going to go right here. So now I'm going to go back into that matte cobalt blue that we used with that same brush and just kind of intensify the crease a little more. Take that E27, blend it out. Alright, so now I'm just going to take a makeup wipe and clean up the edges. Okay, now I'm going to take the shade Silk Cream and I'm going to use that as a brow bone highlight. I don't really want to use a shimmer for the brow bone highlight because I feel like that'd just be a little too much. It's funny, a lot of people use this shade like as a transition shade, but this shade's really light for me. It's like way too light. So, like, it barely shows up when I do it as a transition shade, so I feel like it's a better, like, subtle brow bone highlight shade for me. Okay, so now I'm gonna curl my lashes and add mascara. For mascara, I'm using the Thrive Cosmetics Liquid Lash Extensions mascara. And to curl my lashes, I'm using this like Revlon lash curler. And I just like to add like a light layer of mascara since I'm going to be putting on falsies. But if you're not going to be wearing falsies and you got beautiful long lashes, or you just don't want to wear falsies, then go ahead and pack on the mascara to the capacity that you like. And for lashes today, I'm going to be using these lashes by Bold Face Makeup. They are called Lash Goals. So I'm going to put some glue on them. The glue that I'm going to use is by Tarte Cosmetics. It's just their lash glue, lash adhesive, and I'm using the clear one. So I'm just gonna put the glue on the lashes, let the lashes dry, put them on, and then we're gonna move on to the face. All right, so lashes are on. Now we're gonna prime the skin, of course. So for primer, I'm gonna be using MAC Fix Plus, spraying it all over my face, and then Dr. Brandt Pores No More in my T-zone. For foundation, I'm gonna use the Fenty Beauty foundation, and I'm gonna use that on a beauty blender. I love this foundation so much. It's a great medium coverage foundation, but you can build it up to a full. And it works good with a beauty blender or a brush. So that's awesome. And for concealer, of course, Tarte Shape Tape, the shade medium. I like to put it under the eyes, bridge of the nose, down the nose, and I like to put a little bit right there, just a little tiny bit. And I also like to kind of bring down that concealer onto my cheeks so it all kind of blends in with the foundation. Then I'm going to take some Thrive Cosmetics translucent setting powder. Now I'm going to bronze / contour. I'm going to use the Chocolate Soleil bronzer from Too Faced. I kind of feel like this is a good, like, all-in-one contour and bronzer. So, and I also like to bring the bronzer down my neck. And for blush, I'm going to use the Wet n Wild blush right here in Mellow Wine. Okay, and then for highlighter, I'm going to take the Stila Heaven's Hue highlighter, and this is in the shade Brilliance. And I'm taking this on a Morphe M451 brush. And I'm going to put a little highlighter in the nose and down the bridge of my nose. Okay, so I went ahead and also contoured my nose because I forgot to do that a little earlier. So now I'm going to go back to the eyes. For the lower lash line, I'm going to take that shade Jada right here and put it on the lower lash line. Gotta use a Morphe E36 brush. I feel like this is my favorite like pencil brush because it's like really skinny, you know. Okay, and now on a fatter pencil brush, Morphe E32, I'm going to take that shade Pukey and just kind of blend this out a little. So I want to be a little daring and take this shade from the ColourPop Mar palette, and it's called HWY, which I'm pretty sure is like short for highway, I'm guessing. Maybe it could mean something else. But I want to take that and put it on the inner corners. So crossing my fingers, this will turn out good. I'm going to take that on a Morphe M213 brush. And I think I'm going to spray the brush with MAC Fix Plus. Yeah, I'm going to put that on the inner corners. Definitely something different. Yeah, that's so cool. Okay, I really like that. I'm glad I did that. Let me zoom you in so you can see. How cool is that? Right? Love it. So, last but not least, gonna do the lips. Okay, so since we got a lot going on with the eyes, I'm gonna do a nude lip, of course. Plus, I love a good nude lip. So I'm gonna take the Morphe lip liner in the shade Sweet Tea. This is like my favorite brownie nude lip liner. I feel like this is a dupe for MAC Strip Down. Okay, so now I'm going to take the Fenty Stunted Lip Paint in the shade Unbutton. And this is a nude peachy shade. It's very light on me, so I just mostly like to put it in the center. Like, I mostly just like to put a little in the center. And I like to take like just like a lip brush, or like brush like this, and then just blend it out. I don't really like to put it just by itself all over the lips, because then it washes my lips out. Finally, gonna use the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray to lock this all in. And this right here is the completed look. I hope you like it. I love working with like blue tones and just blue eyeshadows. They're just so fun and they look so pretty. And yeah, I just really wanted to do this. I had this look in my head and I really wanted to see how it would look, and I think it turned out pretty good. You know, it's always a process when you do eyeshadows, especially like bold looks, because like while I was doing this I was like, oh my god, like I think this is turning out to be a hot mess. But overall, like once I put the lashes on, you know, and the full face, then I'm like, okay, this is looking good, this is different, you know. So yeah, I definitely say go ahead and step out of your comfort zone, try new things, you know, take different palettes you have and try mixing the colors together to see what you get too. Like, I never usually do that. I usually just stick, like if I'm doing an eye look, I usually just go to one palette only. But today I was like, no, let me try taking this shade and this shade and this shade, and yeah, I like the result. It turned out pretty good. So that's why I say get creative and try out new things, you know? And I mean, then if you don't like it, it's just makeup, it can come right off. So yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching, and give me a like, subscribe, leave a comment, let me know what you think of this look, what you want to see next. Show me some love, you know. Alright, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. I will see you in the next video. Bye.